Hello, welcome back, everybody.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy early Valentine's Day.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my gosh. So how is everybody doing tonight? I don't know how many people are in here, but I see RS Sparks. Shastina made it to the live finally. Yay.
Yay.
Tyler Lane, Reap What You Sow, Ramon Santiago. 007 X Rico. Daniel Baker, Shannon Smith, I know that guy. Lito Santos, welcome. Alan Thompson, Coin Curious, Sunday Peak, Strayman, Doug Rees, Blues Coins, I know you. NumisMedia, Chris E, Devin H, Jimmy McDuffie. Oh my gosh, Snoopy Doo, Alfred is slamming tonight. Eric, EMR Coins, Ida Herring, my BFF, Sean Silverpower, Dennis, I'm probably Indigon. Oh my gosh, so many names. Fancy Pants.
Who's that?
Fancy Pants.
Sydney, Thomas, T-Tone.
Scott Holiday.
Hi, Scott.
Cindy.
Yeah, Scott. Good to see you. Oh, everyone made it now.
Juan Vasquez. Patrick, hello. I know you sent him to me, Patrick. I will look at them closer now. Thank you for doing that. Kenny. Okay. Kenny
Hotate.
Potate.
Potate?
Yeah. Like potate.
Like potate?
Yeah.
Highway Star, Thomas. Coin and card hobbyist. I know that girl. She's trouble.
Yes, she is.
Okay, Ida says, okay, let's go. Love you too, GK. Welcome. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Thomas. BRSH kick rocks. I meant rocks.
Kicks rocks.
Kick rocks.
He's aight.
Hey, when that day comes, yeah, I'll probably drop off YouTube forever.
Instead of one of those 4th of July videos you like to get, or 4th of July, April 1st videos you give us, 4th of July.
Yeah, it's coming up here real soon.
Yeah.
I got to figure out what the heck I'm going to do for that. I always like to trick you guys.
Yeah.
What are you tricking us for? 4th of July?
April Fools, not 4th of July.
Wow.
I don't know my holidays are hard.
Every day is April Fool's around my house. I'm just waiting for it to end. It's like Groundhog Day.
Marianne says y'all are in different spots. Yeah, we like to change it up a little bit.
Switch it up. We're going to advertise. We are going to advertise, Ida. Speaking of that, we can do that right now. Ida Herring is in blue in the chat. She's got a little blue wrench next to her name. She is going to be doing a auction in March, and we have a little video clip we're going to show you guys. So let me find it. So here we go.
Best of the best coin community.
Those crickets kill me. Like,
you know what kills me is the robotic weird voice at the beginning.
Best of the coin community.
So that's kind of cool.
If you could grab, you don't have to do it right now. You can come back after, but grab up Ida's link and please go subscribe to her channel and click the bell. if you guys are interested in donating or anything, we have that same video on our channel, and all the information is down in the description. If you want to send any donations to be auctioned off, they have to be in Ida's hands by February 28th. So.
And I also put a link to her video in the chat. So
perfect. And all of the donations, if you buy something, anything goes, you will be paying directly to St. Jude's. So there's no middleman. It goes directly to St. Jude's, and you'll get a little receipt or whatever, and that's all tax deductible. So. Okay.
Yep. Cool.
So just so you guys know, we only have like 7 coins that we're going to be showing, not a lot. So we will have plenty of time after we show the coins to take questions from chat. So don't think we're ignoring you. We don't usually answer questions in chat in the beginning. So yeah. Anybody else have any announcements? Sean, I know you're going to be doing something new coming up soon.
Yeah. I brought it up once before, but I am going to start doing Friday night auctions on a platform called Whatnot, which is a kind of like eBay, only it's a little bit better. I could put something up for auction, and then people can bid back and forth on it, and you win it then and there. And there's a checkout process, and it's all part of Whatnot's kind of like checkout system. It's really easy. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and didn't want to completely do it on YouTube for a number of reasons. I mean, you guys have seen other YouTubers do coin auctions, and there's always something that goes wrong on there. So, yeah, I've collaborated with Whatnot. I'll be starting March 1st, I believe, or whenever the first Friday in March is going to be. I'll keep you guys updated. And I don't have an official link or anything to my Whatnot account, but I'll let you guys know. So
you'll have it on your channel when it's.
Yeah. We'll throw it up here whenever you get it.
Yeah.
It'll probably be next week's show, somewhere around there. So
okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'll let everyone know.
And I have bought on Treasure Town on Christian's.
Yeah, I have
too. Done auctions, and I bought from him on that, and it is really easy. It's super easy. So,
but I will say this, unless it's changed since the last time I was on there, but people like to do giveaways, and you can't enter the giveaway on your computer, or I couldn't. I had to have it on my phone. Had to have the app downloaded on my phone.
So I did.
I don't know if that's different or not. Well,
I don't know. I'll find out, because I'm going to be doing giveaways all March long. So yeah, I'll let everyone know, even everyone on panel, how it all works.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
And if you are interested in selling on Whatnot and you want to get hooked up, you could probably send us an email, and we'll get you in touch with Sean. Can give you a referral to that.
Yeah, there's a guy that oversees the coin and currency part of Whatnot. People have sports cards, they have all sorts of different things. I know the head guy over there, so reach out to me if you're interested in doing something like that for yourself. And then I'll get you hooked up with that person. So
that's exciting. That's going to be exciting to see how that works out and everything. So
absolutely,
yeah, we may have to send you all our stuff.
Connected to, we know Silver Seeker. He's aight.
He's aight.
He's aight.
We know pretty much every YouTuber with the word silver in it. So
he's a good guy. So don't tell him I said that, though.
Yeah, we don't want to blow up his ego any more than it needs to.
Yeah, Joey K, that's the Chiefs hat. That's a Chiefs hat for sure. Yep, you know it. I wanted to ask, Blues is in the chat, and I wanted to ask, Blues, are you coming to the...
Yeah, Blues, are you coming to Tulsa?
We're curious if you're coming or not.
Say yes, because you didn't make it last year, so say yes.
Yeah, isn't that his neck of the woods anyways?
Yeah,
He's
he lives in
yeah.
Oklahoma.
I do have a reputation to hold. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's all right.
Silver Picker? Yeah, we know who Silver Picker is, Snoopy Doo. I don't know
Go
if any of us
Chef.
know him
Go
personally.
Chefs. Go Chefs.
I know that he's commented on some of my comments that I've put on his videos, so I guess I know him.
So I don't have really any. I'm not going to do my little announcement now. We'll do that towards the end, see how that works out, and we'll get right to the coins. But I do want to reiterate something. Please be courteous when you're sending us emails. We have guidelines there for a reason, and they're more for your benefit than they are for ours. If you follow the guidelines, you are 100 times more likely to get an accurate and good assessment of your claim. So we have them there for a reason, and we ask everybody to follow them. We don't pick out individuals. Silver Stacker training. What?
I know who my Valentine is this year.
I don't.
Thank you, Silver Stacker in Training. Eric said he would if he can get someone to house sit and take care of the dogs.
Nice. Yes. We'll work on it. Start working on it now, Eric. Start working on it now. So if you get nasty with us, we're just not tolerating that anymore. We used to kind of, try to, be nicey, and we're not playing nicey anymore. We're just giving you the boot. So we don't have time. We just don't have time to argue and stuff. So I know that sounds harsh, but simple guidelines, easy to follow. Thank you,
Hey,
Stranger.
I'll argue with you, but I'm going to put you on a live stream first so everybody gets to see it. I would benefit greatly if I'm going to be yelled at.
That may be the next step.
Strayman, thank you for the $5 super chat.
So much, Strayman.
Very appreciated. And RS Sparks, you're still learning. Bear with you. We don't care if we're not worried about anybody that asks any kind of questions. No questions.
It's all about respect. Just have respect.
It's just
that's all.
I mean, some people use some troll language, shall we say, when they try to talk to us. So
they weren't very
not
very church appropriate.
Like the
ego retro bird.
We have all levels of
You
collectors.
said troll, not ogre. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah.
We welcome everybody.
Hey, old Bill. Good to see you.
I've been told I look like Shrek.
It's okay, Aunt. We love that. So it's awesome. You've been sending some amazing stuff, so we like that.
Tax time is coming. If you're getting a refund, come on over down to my account on Whatnot and just go ham on some of the stuff I'm going to sell.
Right.
Love you, baby.
Love you long time.
I love you long time.
Okay, should we look at some coins?
On to the coins.
I saw it, Aunt. I did see it.
What we don't have the standard Paula Bloom.
We're gonna do that. I'm gonna do it at the end. I'll do it at the end. So.
Yeah, because that is long-winded. Oh wait, I didn't say that.
I think I'm gonna redo one and make it kind of compress it. So it is pretty long-winded, but I'm passionate about the ANA.
I mean, we could do the short version if you wanted.
The short. Okay, here, let's do the
short
version.
That one.
Okay, we'll do the short version. Ready? So now's the time where I go through my spiel. If you've heard it before, go grab some coffee, go to the bathroom, get a snack, whatever.
Shh! Don't tell Paula.
And that's it. On to the coins. On to the coins.
On to the coins.
Oh man!
I just said
whatever life problems I was going through, they just immediately just melted away.
Yeah, that just never gets old. I wish I could talk that fast.
No doubt.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's making me cry.
Welcome to the Monday Night Live Coin Q&A for February 13th, 2023. Shannon, kick us off.
Tips for better pictures from our friend Snoopy Doo, who is in the chat. I've gotten so many things: lights, macro camera lens, adjustable height display table, iPhone and iPad holders, filters, camera boxes, Bluetooth camera shutter box, and my pictures still suck. Well, I don't think his pictures are that bad,
I don't
but
think so.
he does have quite the setup.
That is quite the setup there. I want one of those boxes though. I've seen people with those boxes where they just put their camera in the top and their light, and
Yeah, they are really cool. You might have to play around with the lighting because the standard lighting that comes in those direct a lot of the light onto the subject on the coin or whatever you put in there. So you got kind of have to play around with it so that way it diffuses the light a little bit more.
And I think that's what he's showing here. He's got it diffused.
Yeah.
There. That's awesome.
But yeah, he showed me these pictures. I actually responded to him and put this in for us to talk about because taking pictures is very important, especially if you're going to be somehow displaying these online, whether you're selling them or you're doing like an online portfolio of some of the coins you own, for like insurance purposes and all that. It's always good to have coins that look like they're sitting in your hand. And this is not something that's really easy to achieve. And I think he was being too hard on himself. I think these pictures look fantastic. Personally, anytime you could see like the dye flow lines in the fields and all that, it just shows the level of quality. I've seen way worse.
It's also super hard. It's more difficult to, photograph anything that's like reflective and shiny and brand new than it is to, an old penny or something.
Proof coins are a mother. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Lighting, I think, is the hardest thing. And it's always, especially for new collectors, when they first get their microscopes and everything, coins like this, the reflections will oftentimes, what was it? I called it that one time. It'll give the appearance of things that aren't there, notching, extra thickness, stuff like that, glare off of the device.
Yeah, reflection doubling.
Optical artifact.
There you
go. Optical artifact. And it's always hard for new collectors because a lot of times it does seem like there's an extra thing there, so you have to play with the lighting. Definitely.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
But he said he got it at Hobby Lobby. I'm totally going to Hobby Lobby. I need something to take good pictures. I can take decent pictures with my computer and my microscope and stuff, but I need something to take better pictures.
Right. But if you do use your phone, make sure you clean your lens because that's a big one. That'll blur your pictures every time.
Yeah.
And usually we have fingerprints on our lenses. And also, if you can't get a good picture, take your case off your phone because sometimes that'll, affect it too. Just as far as that thing goes. So
just be patient with yourself and gentle on yourself because coin photos are really difficult and it does take some practice. So.
I think Sean's busy. He was putting up the link and stuff. You want to go, Adam, or you want me to do another one?
I can do it. Strong Color Clash. Misaligned Aberstye from Snoopy Doo. I sent some coins to Dr. James Wiles and returned them with his notations. One in particular he recommended I send to Mike Diamond, which I will if you think it might be worth sending in for grading. Also, is this a 2-error coin? It did come straight from a mint bag of uncirculated quarters, so it is in very nice condition.
So right off the bat, Dr. Wiles, Wexler's not doing it anymore, but when he comes back online with his people that are taking over his website, they do not do error coins. They only do varieties, double dies, RPMs. They don't do error coins. That you will have to hook up with Koneka if you have a question about it. They have an examination service. So they don't any error coins. That's why it's important to learn the difference between varieties and errors. They're not the same thing.
Now, does Koneka also do attribution services
Yes.
for varieties?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Koneka does
they would kind of be your
one-stop
dual
shop.
kind of purpose resource if you can't reach like Dr. Wiles and Wexler's Mod Squad, whoever that's going to be.
Yeah. So this does have a very strong color clash. It is also misaligned. And the next picture shows the color clash really well. Next couple pictures.
And he thinks his pictures aren't good. Come on.
Those are great pictures. I
Look
don't
at
know
how
what
clear
you're
that
talking
is. That is so good.
about. Holding the coin by the edge.
Not using tongs.
Yeah, not using
Huge
pliers.
plus.
Huge.
Somebody did a video on that not too long ago.
So you guys see along that the rim there where it looks like somebody's like taking a bite out of it?
Like over the word United.
Yeah.
Like in that area. That's the
Hey, Angie, that's a really good question. And the short answer is no, not really, because a lot of people don't really know what that is. And in their estimation, you show them this, they're like, oh, that's way too minor. For a coin to sell regularly or for a good amount of money, there needs to be some sort of consensus that, yeah, we know what this is. These sell great. There's a lot of them out there, in varying dates and grades and whatnot. So, I mean, that plays a huge role in it. Something like this, yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, it looks neat, but, finding someone that will, or finding a number of people, because, in an auction setting, you need a few people to bid against each other to drive these up, and they're just not that well known.
And this is also something that will be left on the die. It's pretty much going to go unnoticed by Mint employees. It's going to strike a bunch of coins. It's going to have the same thing. It's on the error scale. It's one of the more minor errors, but they are cool. They are cool.
Yeah. Look at those teeth.
And you often find these with misaligned dies.
So
now, if you found something like this on the very outer edge of a coin and it's kind of shorter, a lot of times that's caused from a mint crimper. When they crimp the mint sets, they'll catch that edge of the coin. And it looks very similar to that when it happens.
Sometimes, though, that crimper goes straight because it's straight crimping. So it may not go like in the direction
No,
of
it's
the rim.
short.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll just be a little short.
In a short area. What were you going to say, Sean?
Not a thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's a cool one. It is cool looking. Grade it? No. This wouldn't be worth grading.
Yep, put in a 2x2 holder and then label it, and then you'll know what it is. And it's something that you won't necessarily see more stronger or more dramatic. This is kind of like what they look like. So you can't see a more extreme example of these normally. At least in my experience, I haven't seen any.
Yeah, so yeah, you might find, sell it for a few bucks to the right collector, but
Yeah,
no
it would just
grading.
take away from your profit if you graded that Snoopy Doo.
You would lose money.
Or lose money probably, yeah, for that. Because you'd have to pay for it.
If your motivation is reselling, then yeah, I wouldn't spend any amount of money to get it graded.
Yeah. Next.
Amanda.
2005p Kansas in Odd We Ust from Dennis D. Here is the 2005p Kansas quarter I found.
Dennis, you're in there. There it is. Little clogged die there.
Big
That's
club.
a cool one, though.
Yeah. Everybody's kind of familiar with the In God We Rust.
Hey, Jack.
In odd we
And
us.
odd we
I
us.
think this one's a little more powerful.
A little bit, yeah. So most of you probably know what this is. It's caused from the devices on the die being clogged up with mint goop, mint crud,
Mint crud, which
mint
may
goop.
include
But these types of things often, well, not often, but sometimes will result in a struck through dropped letter. Because this is what causes that struck through dropped letter or dropped die fill. When that stuff gets packed in there, and it's a lot of times it's got metal shavings in it, it's thick and gets really hard, it'll fall out onto a die and get struck into the coin, and then sometimes it's retained, but most of the time it either falls out or stays stuck on the die and moves around a little bit, strikes other coins. So very cool.
Yeah, great find. And it's in pretty good condition.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, Eric had a question for you guys if you wanted to address it.
Flash under the Y in Liberty or a pube? Well, I'm not a right there. Yeah, that's not a clash. It could be a pube. It's a little,
Could be.
but you know, I don't know. I'm not a biologist.
Yeah, well, the general pubic does spend these, so
True. It's
Way
circulation.
off track.
Yeah, way off.
It's a hair of some sort. Could be an eyelash. I don't know. Sorry if there's any kids watching. I'm so sorry.
yeah, they're deeply offended right now.
Kyle, that's
clip
clip worthy. Okay, sorry. Oh, it's
Your
my
turn.
turn. 1982 Lincoln Cent Cud from Paul B. Hi there. I just came across this coin and was wondering, do I need to get it graded or not? And what shall I do with it, please? Sorry if the pictures are not the best. Thank you. Well, you can send it to me. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that's a cud.
It is a
Oh
kid.
man,
Very nice.
Yeah, I know how these people are just like, hey, I just came across this. What do you know?
And did he put in what the weight was? Because that looks like a copper.
I don't know. He didn't. I don't.
yeah, a small date copper. I think it is on Cuds on Coins. I've seen this one before.
Nice. It's a good one.
Also known as a huge die chip. It is a big die break at the rim for sure. And so you guys, we've said this before, die chips, die breaks and stuff that are on the devices and in the center of the coin, everything, they're not cuds. Cuds always involve the rim and a portion of the field. It's a die break at the rim. This is a big one.
Yeah, these are termed as mint errors, but it's something that I've always had a hard time trying to justify whether this is an error or variety because it's attributed with its own catalog number and there's multiple pieces with the same size cud. So,
but if not caught, they will progress.
True that.
So they will change.
True. And probably they're probably all just a little different, right? Because of the metal flow. Who knows?
Microscopically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, who knows? Understand your point, though.
Yeah, I mean, same with they've got spike heads on that, they've listed and stuff like that. So
or die clashes for that matter.
Yeah.
Die clashes. The way I look at it is varieties are intentional or unintentional changes to the die when the die is being created. Anything that happens during the process of striking or making can happen from the time they pour the metal and mix the metal. We get the improper alloy mixes from that part all the way through the striking are errors. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
congrats, Zombo. Please do share. We love hearing of successes from our viewers.
Yes, we do. And
Love to share them.
we're jealous. I am. So that's a nice one. You can also see down here under scent where it's not quite all the way struck up because that huge part of the metal had to go somewhere. So it flowed into that break in the die on the obverse and didn't leave enough metal to strike up on the reverse. So.
$1939 DDR 001 from Ant 2242, also in the chat tonight. VF30 details, but not bad for $1. I apologize for the lighting. That's all right.
I have a bone to pick with you on this, Ant. Just saying, be prepared.
Nice. There it is.
This is my bone. This is the only close-up photo you sent us, Ant. We want to see all of that beautiful doubledness.
That's nice.
Come
Yes.
on, help a girl out.
That's an awesome one right there.
Yeah, Shannon loves this one.
I love that one myself. Yeah.
Shannon has a beautiful mint state example of this. This is a
Yeah, he's got a
great
66 on this one.
This is a beautiful variety.
I'd like to have a few more.
Right.
Yeah, you should try and build up a grade set, all mid state.
Well, if I could do it the way I did with that one, which was buy it unattributed from somebody who didn't have it graded, or even a graded version that they didn't have attributed, that would work a little bit better than, because they're quite expensive when they get up
This is
there.
a beautiful variety, Ant. Congratulations. This one, to me, this is like a perfect example for someone to look at, because when we talk about extra thickness and splits and notches, it's got all of that.
Yeah, definitely thick
Not that
layers.
double dies have to have all of that, but this one does. It's a great example. Oh, thanks for sharing that, Ant.
I actually found one at my LCS this past weekend. Not that, but another DDR, I think. I'll have to take pictures and show just to make sure.
I think this one's yours, Sean.
Yeah, I think it is too. Yeah, I like this one. 1968D quarter only weighs 4.2 grams from Dig and Dave. Hey guys, I found this recently and online. Apparently the 1970D is the most common year for quarters struck on dime stock. I'm pretty sure the date is 68D. I can't find this date anywhere listed as struck on dime stock. Just wondering, is it rare? Thanks.
Yes, and I have not seen this either. So that's funny because last week we had a half on quarter stock.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny because there was a couple 69s that were found.
I think this is a 69.
Yeah, I think so too. And they pop up so infrequently. I think the last time I saw one of these was probably 2020. We do see a lot more of the Denver 1970s. So yeah, I would say this one is quite scarce.
Yeah, definitely. I love these wrong stock errors. I think they're so cool. So same situation as we had last week. This is going to be on the same blanking dies used for quarter planchets, but the metal, instead of the metal being the quarter metal coils, it's going to be dime, so it's going to be thinner, and but the diameter is going to be the same.
Yeah, it's it's a thinner planchet. You got to keep in mind these presses, even back in the 50s and 60s, were all micro adjusted to a certain pressure. So the presses that had the quarter dies and the setup were intended to strike quarter specific thickness planchets. So when you have something in there that's a lot thinner, you're going to get a general weakness of the strike on both sides of the coin. You know, usually it's not isolated on one side. And in this case, this is a just premium example of this.
Yeah, and in
this
good
is
condition
good.
too.
I would say so, yep.
Yeah, this is a great find. Congratulations.
Adam, what do you think? Grade or no grade? My first inclination is to send it to like Annex or NGC.
That's
Yeah, I
because
would grade it.
It's
That'd be
scarce,
one I
you
would
know.
grade. Yeah.
NX. I would send it to NX. Yeah, or NGC. But
And you know, the reason why I say that is it's just going to help you out if you do sell it, because if a grader has it on there and you sell it through an auction house or you sell it yourself online, you know, that's like double the evidence that you need there, other than your word, of course. Diggin' Dave is like one of the top-notch guys
yeah,
in the hunting community. The guy is a savage.
I know. I just said when I was looking through our lineup for tonight, I said, "Oh, we haven't seen Dick and Dave in a while." So yeah, this is a great one for sure.
Yeah,
And-
he generally hangs out on a another live stream on Monday nights, and it's all good.
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
Yeah, this is a cool one, and I mean, another reason to have it authenticated in a graded slab is because error collectors aren't as interested in the grade as they are the error itself. But a lot of people would look at this and think it's damaged.
Right.
or they'll just say it's struck through.
Or weak
Right.
strike. Or
Yeah.
structure, yeah. So they will probably put the weight on it. Although they don't always do that. Amanda and I found that out looking for this other thing that we're going to be showing on here. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a skinny mini. Yeah, it's about 1.5 grams lighter.
4.18, 4.2. It's around the exact. That's what the 70Ds come back as, and so this, it's a good one.
Yes.
194 question mark. Wheat set planchet error from Anthony F. Hey Blue first. I love your content. You do a great job. I'm a metal detecting hobbyist, and I recently dug this 1904 question mark silver wheat cent that has been verified as silver by my local coin shop. It weighs 1.82 grams. It's by far not perfect, but it's still an amazing coin to me. Thought I would send this to you, and am sending it off to PCGS to get it graded. I believe it is struck on a foreign planchet. Hope this makes the cut for your content. I will either be selling it or auctioning it off when I get it back. It is hard for me to part with it since it's a once-in-a-lifetime metal detecting find, but I would like to add it. I would like to add to my gold coin collection. I think this would definitely help get some.
Remember that this is a metal detecting find. Are you in the chat? Is he in the chat?
Crazy, huh?
Oh my goodness.
And it's not on a US dime planchet.
Nope. Okay.
Or it is definitely.
It's not aluminum, right?
Too small, Joey.
He verified it as silver.
Okay, so it's silver.
We have hang on a second, I'm going to put this. There's a link in the private chat. Amanda did a little bit of sleuthing.
It's got to be like a Argentina something centimos.
The closest one that she found, and I'm going to share this, is this one.
Yeah, Indigon, it does look like it's smaller than a dime, huh? Okay, yeah, that makes sense, right? That's a Philippines 10
Definitely.
centavos, right?
Yeah, that
Okay.
definitely makes sense.
The diameter is smaller. Now they're giving on, Amanda got a few different weights for weights, 1.9 or so, 1.8, 1.9, 2 grams, whatever. But you also have to remember that this was found in the ground.
Right.
So it could lose a little bit of, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Premium value.
Well,
something.
no, because it's a little bit lighter,
Oh, it could, yeah.
and
Could
it
be
could have
eaten away a little bit.
circulated. It could have circulated too a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there appears to be a ton of corrosion, maybe right behind Lincoln's head right there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, it's not too miraculous. I mean, silver doesn't eat up as much in ground than, say, copper or some other type of, metal. But
So the weight was 1.82.
wow.
It's sent off. He sent it off. So we're hoping that we'll get updated. We have another great find in our email inbox, but we're waiting to hear back from the person. So can't tell you. Have to kill you.
I'm definitely interested in knowing more about what this comes back as. It seems very likely that it's on a Philippines 10 centavos planchet because, hey, guess what? The U.S. mints during World War II produced a lot of coins for not only the Philippines but a lot of other countries as well.
And that was at Denver, and they did do those in Denver.
Yes,
also,
Denver and San Francisco were the two main
Mhm.
mints for a lot of Philippines coins.
Was it a D over
Pretty
D?
thinking cool, huh?
Oh, yeah. Always reaching for extra, Shannon.
No, that was Indigon. I didn't say it. I was just reading.
No. Well, it's a 44, so the first one would be, is it a D over S?
Right.
Or S over D? No, D over
Patrick,
S.
maybe
right, yeah.
next week. We can't do it right now. We can't show pictures, and because we make them into slides and stuff. So, and I need to do a little bit of research on that anyway first. So,
And we go in order of the emails that come in.
yeah. And we have a
So
lot.
there's
a
a
lot.
good question from Snoopy Doo. Do grading companies do any type of metallurgy checks so they can do that they can do as a service to determine things like this? So yes, they do.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Annex is the cheapest to do that.
What you could do, and me and Adam have talked about this, is if you do it through NGC, it's quite a bit more expensive. However, Annex only, I think, charges $8-10 or something to do that test.
Yeah, it's not very much.
Yeah, and then have them grade it and do the metal test on there, and they'll attribute it whatever their finding is, and then you could take that Annex coin and cross it over like NGC or another company, and they'll just do what they do to kind of swap over that information, and you'll save yourself a little bit of money doing it that way.
Congratulations, Nikki. Welcome to the club.
It's a big one. So, kind of a short list of coins. Do we want to see if anybody's got any questions tonight?
Take some questions from chat, for sure.
We've gone through a lot of emails, but we had a lot that unfortunately we had to. Well, Paula had to crush some dreams. Sorry.
That's okay. We still have a lot in the inbox. So we were working on emails for a long time last night, and we all were just done. We couldn't look at it anymore.
Don't we have, so Jason's asking, is there a list somewhere of what mints made what coins by year? And there is something, right? Because that's where we found it.
But I'm not sure where it is. Amanda has a great list. Do you have it, Amanda?
Do you have a link for something, Amanda? Or?
Do
I
you mean
swore
the spreadsheet I
I
made?
swore I've seen something on.
I might be able to find it. Give me just a second
The
here.
man has
Oh,
a
okay.
spreadsheet.
I think it's Mint Error News. Yeah, minterrornews.com. And then you go.
Does that have a list of all known
It
world coins
does.
with the U.S. Mint
Yes, it
structure? Because
does.
Amanda has a great spreadsheet. But you cut 5 inches off your beard? Holy moly! What's it down to, like 15 inches now?
Yeah, Joey K, it's a little quiet. People got their boxes. I believe the Bitcoin was pulled. It was talked about on Facebook. They are currently working on Series 2 silver as we speak. So, yeah, it'd be quiet till that next release.
Dopey Tripod's asking, says he still hasn't found a black ring toonie there in Ontario. Has anyone been able to get one in hand?
No, but I want one.
I have one.
I have a few of them.
You do?
Do you?
Yeah. I'll send you one. I bought 5 of them.
Okay. Okay.
Dang, nice.
Yeah, anybody else want one on panel?
What do you got?
43 steel
I mean-
pennies, one from each mint. Picture he sent
If
me.
you
looking
want,
at
I'd love to
it.
have
You mean these things, right?
Yes. Ooh,
The
that's
black
awesome.
ring tribute toonies.
Oh,
That's awesome.
No, sorry, I got 3 of them. So I have 2 extras. Whoever wants them. It took me like 2 months to get these. For whatever reason, the seller I bought these from spent forever shipping these out. So I don't know what the deal is, but I actually wanted to buy one roll off the Canadian Mint website, and they were sold out quicker than you could blink an eye. So
That's awesome.
yeah, but I hear nobody's really finding them in circulation.
I think people are probably pulling them out as soon as they see them.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
that's probably accurate.
So Sandy had a question. My brother found 3 1943 steel wheat pennies, one from each mint. Picture he sent me look uncirculated. A friend thinks they were part of a proof set. Now, they didn't make proofs, right?
When?
In
For the
43, the steel cents.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But I will tell you, though, Sandy, if you want, if there's a way that you can send us pictures, we can take a look at them. The 43 steel cents from all 3 mints, a lot of them were reprocessed or plated.
42 was the last day for proofs
Yeah.
before it kicked back up again in 1950 or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
So those replated ones are like very like super shiny.
They will look very shiny, and steel cents were not super shiny.
Right. So it could be that. Also saw, let's see.
But we would be happy to take a look at them and let you know. So
I don't know. This may be a dealer type question. In your opinions, would it be better to buy a 2014 W Gold Kennedy or $1,800 in Silver Eagles?
Do the Silver Eagles.
if
If you're not going to get raked over the coals on the premium, the Gold Kennedys have just they have okay interest. They're not something that I would possibly put all my ducks in a row to obtain. This is the recent one, right? The one that came out like in 2015, or the tribute gold one that the U.S. Mint sold.
Yeah, they're okay. I never really. They needed to do something a little bit different with them, I think. To make
William Fowler found some in Sudbury, Ontario. He said the black ring toonies.
Nice.
So that's good.
Good. How'd they look? Were they all beat up by the time you got your hands on them? Hey, I'm Gamo. Gamo.
Hey,
Gamo. I haven't seen you in a spell.
Good to see you.
Right?
I just shared a link
know.
for
Where have you been? I'm game over.
foreign coinage if you want to check it out. It's a PDF. Error News is where I got it from.
Harp variety. What's the harp variety, Sean, on a 62 Canadian penny? Is that the hanging? Is it like the hanging?
No, that's a
No?
series of little die scratches. I think it's it's on the side with the maple leaves. But there's like 4 scratches that look like violin strings.
Oh,
It's
nice.
actually cool. Yeah, they're called the harp variety, the same way that they have the hanging digit or whatever the number is, which is just a die clash of Queen Elizabeth's chin. It's pretty neat. There was a lot of really neat varieties on Canadian coinage. I think one of my favorites, I think it's the 1947 silver dollar that has the quadruple punched HP, which is the initials of the engraver on the one side. That's a really neat one. I think you might even have the maple leaf on there too, because they have the little privy maple leaf on the older coins.
I liked that extra waterline one that we showed.
Yeah,
the
the
really
64
cool.
nickel. Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
I thought that one was pretty cool.
I just bought a bunch of rolls of like 7 or 8 of them. I think it's 63 and 64 nickels.
Alan Compton, is it like a little extra I on there? Because that's a BIE. It's called a BIE error. And it can actually happen anywhere in Liberty. There's like ILI, so they actually, and those are also listed on Cuds on Coins.
NumisMedia was asking about, again, that 73D with the nickel with the low D. Didn't we figure out that either PCGS or NGC, one of them would attribute that, or no?
NGC will, PCGS will not.
NGC will. Said he found a nice one in a mint set. So that would be awesome.
NGC will, PCGS will not. He had the low D.
Caney Creek Woodcarver.
A low D? Did you say a low D, Shannon?
Yes.
I don't
know about the low D. I was thinking the high D.
Oh, high D, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Shannon, did you get some Denver 64s?
No, I was talking about Canadian nickels. Sorry.
Oh, Canadian nickels. Okay.
Well, I have been buying some nickels though, and yes, I grabbed any of the 64Ds that I can find.
Yeah, check for that FS 501. That thing is scarce.
Patriotic penny.
Very valuable.
Is that the RPM?
Yeah.
Yes, that's very expensive.
That one is tough. I've been looking for that one for years. I've never found any,
right?
Even on a beater coin.
To have a comparison coin.
And we got a lot of 64Ds here on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Keith Rodman, yes, to answer your question. If you can put one in similar condition next to your coin for comparison, that does help us a lot. Because, it's difficult anyway looking at just trying to evaluate coins from photos. But color doesn't always come through. So if you can show one comparison. We get that sometimes people send what they think might be improperly annealed nickels and stuff, and they'll send it with a comparison, and that does help us a lot.
And Sean Williams said that the extra water line was appraised at $2,600.
Wow.
What do you think the grade comes back on that one, William? If it's 65 and higher, it's a very expensive coin. But in lower grades, it's only like $15-20. It's rather common in lower grades. Anyways, I want to show you guys this book. I've had this for about 10 years, but Whitman released this, and they haven't released a second updated version of this yet. So this one has all of the varieties in there, going all the way up to like 2012 coinage. Really cool book if you're into Canadian coins. It's actually a very deep subject if you wanted to get into it.
William said MS-66.
Nice.
There you go. Yep, that's
Oh my goodness.
that's the great the value because in my book, and I don't usually go by prices in printed media because it's volatile. It changes all the time because everything's sold online now. But it says $600.65, and that's 10 years old. So
Wow.
that makes sense.
That's awesome. Caney Creek,
Congratulations, by the way. That's a beautiful coin.
Caney Creek Woodcarver, who is Arkansas, said, does the early proof sets like 56 or 57 side open sets come with COAs? I don't know that I've ever seen one with a
Side
COA.
open sets.
Like the ones
I
that
thought they
you
all came
slide
in
out,
envelopes.
I'm assuming.
I thought anything you get from the U.S. Mint should come with a COA. Anything that came from the U.S. Mint should come with a COA.
I think in the
regardless of what
later 50s, like 56 to 50 or maybe 61, 62, and they always came with that little card that says this set was personally inspected and hand assembled or something like that. It's just a small little card. It's not a COA, but yeah, they had them in there.
Oh. Aloha, Michael Kittle Rare Coins. Did you pick up my macadamia nuts by chance?
Oh my lord! He's probably on
They are cool.
on his phone right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, what island are you on?
He's on Maui, isn't he?
Wowie.
Oh, is he?
Maui, wowie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we went about a year ago. We were on Maui.
I want to go to Maui. I've never been to Maui.
I think next we're gonna do Oahu. We've done Kauai and Maui.
I'm not. Oahu is so commercial.
It is.
It is so commercial and crowded.
It wouldn't be my personal.
Have you done Kauai? Have you been to Kauai?
Yeah.
Oh.
Kauai is probably my favorite. As a matter of fact, I told my wife if I'm ready to retire, that's where I'm going to move, and she's like, "I'll come with you." we want to move to a little community called Princeville, which is on the eastern side of the island, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to get my bearings straight on the map of, but yeah, it's really pretty out there. I don't know if they will personally accept me in the community because it's all like native and
you're native
like,
enough.
White dude over here.
You're native enough.
Yeah. There's a lot of Japanese and Filipino living in Hawaii right now, so they
2
all kind of
days
look
in
the
that
same.
Hawaiian sun.
Yeah.
You're gonna be red.
Burn the top of your head.
Michael Kittle ate my nuts. Huh.
You have to buy more. Ray asked what we do with our
No,
dateless
Alan.
buffalo nickels.
Oh, that's a great question. They're actually, first of all, there's a couple that you should look for, because even on the dateless ones, you can 16 double die. On the 13, there's two different reverses. But hobo nickel carvers will buy dateless buffaloes.
Yeah, but don't give them up yet until you look for the 16 DDO. You could actually identify those without a date. So make sure you do. That's like a
Check the feathers.
And
This thing on.
yeah.
This
And-
thing on.
do that before you.
No, I didn't hear you, Paula.
She kind of whispered it.
I
Yeah.
did.
And
Okay.
do that before you nicodate them, though, because that just damages
Yeah.
the coin. And
Give them
Makes it
to
worse.
children. Give them to children. They think they're cool. You might, spark some interest.
interest. Yeah.
Give them to a young kid who doesn't even know they exist. What is this odd thing?
just wondering if there is a large date and small date for the 72 pennies.
Nope.
No, but
60.
there's like a dozen DDOs you need to look out for.
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
60, 74, are 60, 70, 74, and 82 have large and small dates.
Let's see. Would a proof coin with a decent sized strike through on reverse be something worth grading? It's on a 78 Ike dollar.
Depends.
Depends on the size. But yeah, that's an error. You would be surprised how much they sell for. And oftentimes people will want them graded.
Yeah,
But
proof coin
again,
error.
if it's like a small, tiny little thing, it's probably not worth grading. Because you always find those on there, a little squiggly or a little thing on there, maybe a detached little lamination from another coin that's, like the size of a pinhead on there.
So, Paula, do you know what hobo nickel carvers would pay for those nickels? Probably not a lot.
They will pay the base
Couple
rate
bucks.
for them. Like,
Yeah, $1.
Probably a couple of bucks.
25 cents per
Yeah.
coin is what they
Yeah.
normally give. But they buy them in quantity. They'll buy like 100 at a time or more.
Right.
If the
'Cause they go
reverse
through
is trashed, they're going to pay less. I mean, they have, some standards. They
Yeah,
want-
no corroded, nothing like that. They can't do anything with those.
Does the font style matter on mint marks?
Mint mark font styles have changed.
They changed.
They change. They can matter if you're trying to authenticate, like a 14B, 09S. That can matter, but
1 cent 1981 die variety coin and grading price in Indian rupees.
we
Come
would have
again?
to send us pictures
You would, yeah. Don't know if
and can't do the conversion for you. That's too much. We could tell you US.
It's too much on our brains at
Too much.
this time of night. Some of us haven't eaten dinner yet.
Me.
Yeah.
Dyewear can be found on proof coins, not real severe usually, but dyewear can be found on proof coins. Not supposed to, but it can.
Well, Rhea, looks like you have a little bit of work to do. Oh, well, if and only if none of the coins were labeled or identified. But they can be fun.
Yeah.
They can.
Snoopy Doo says he's seen a lot of coin ring videos lately and turning Morgans into rings. What do we
I
think?
have a mercury dime ring.
Coin
I'm a
rings
mercury dime.
being avid numismatists.
I think most people nickel. I'm not sure that would make a great coin ring because you might get a little bit of tarnishing and what. I can't see
Is
what
that
you're
a cud?
It looks like it.
Good God. It doesn't have a date on it, does it?
That's crazy.
It's long
That's
and thick, and
big
it goes into the design. It's you don't know what there's no date. There's no date on that thing.
Wow.
Maybe if I stop
Very
moving,
cool.
it'll focus. It did before.
I kind of like the fact that that there's so much stuff being attributed like right now, so that people can kind of tell, like on dateless things, that it's actually what year it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like
There's like a specific design type. Like a reverse die will have this little nuance to it, and people can identify a certain date.
right.
Yeah.
Did you
By the
look that
way,
one up, Sean?
are you do what?
Did you look that nickel up?
No, it's on there.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. By the way, what?
Have you guys seen the prices on new 2023 coins?
No, but I saw your video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw that today, too.
There were a few penny boxes that went ham here in the last 2 days.
I bet they did.
Someone took the plunge and actually sold them. Two of them sold for 500 or more, and another one for 300. I think that was a Denver box. So
Wow.
Dang.
and Bessie Coleman now there's a spitting variety with an actual die scratch that comes out.
We
of
saw
the
it.
fields.
We showed one last week.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
the week
Yeah,
before.
well, now that's what they're calling it. You
Yeah,
know,
the
there's an
spinning.
actual nickname that some schmo put on there. It wasn't me.
Well, there's also a certain YouTuber that did a video about a Bessie Coleman that supposedly has a DDO and DDR, and no, it was the DDR that has the designer's initials doubled. Well, what you need to know about the Bessie Coleman quarter is that the designers are incused on the coin, and so that's incused machine doubling. It was not a doubled die.
Because incuse doubling will be thinner and not thicker.
Yes.
And we have a good video that explains that
Mm-hmm.
on the channel, by the way. William's asking, what do you guys think of uncut banknotes? Are they worth buying?
Well, I'll tell you this: there's a 50 up sheet on the BEP website that's going to be releasing probably next month. I'm going to be buying a few of those.
Nice.
It's $80 a sheet. It's like $86 or something like that. I'm going to buy like probably 3 sheets. And I'm
So
going to
you
make
can
all
print
sorts of
sheets
weird
on?
errors out of them too, so that way I could sell them on eBay for.
Oh God,
Yeah, I'm going to be one of those guys.
that's so sad. No, he's just kidding, you guys. He's
I am kidding. Yeah, I'm actually kind of against that sort of practice.
Have 2 coins would tribute have found anywhere. Who should I send them to? Well, you could send them to us first, and we could take a look at them. And right now, the best place to send them to is Coneca or Variety Vista, Dr. Wiles. But I think he's doing he's doing Coneca's attributions anyway. So
I don't know if I'm smart enough, but Spiked Head Die Cracked asked, oh, and by the way, hello. What is Chat GPT and AI going to do for the coin community?
Well, Chat GPT
That's
that
really
has something
cool.
to do with, huh?
That's a
What'd
really
you say?
cool thing. I've watched the video on it. It's insane.
what is it?
Chat
What is
GPT.
Explain.
What is it? I always thought it was like for
It's
graphic
AI.
design.
It's essentially AI.
Oh,
And a lot of companies are starting to use it. Like real estate agents are using it to write their listings and stuff. And people use it for to send emails, like company emails, or write up like loan statements and all kinds of. They're using it for a lot of. I guess
is it
college
something
students
people-
are using it too, which
Is
could
this-
be bad.
where people
Because-
can go look up coin info?
No. It's they used it. It's like essentially it's just like artificial
It's like-
intelligence that will write like letters and papers for you and stuff, and it uses artificial intelligence to do it. So they're having
Is
a
this-
problem with kids in school right now using it to write their term papers and stuff like that. And some schools are like trying to outlaw it. They don't want to allow it because essentially you're having the computer do it for you. So,
And it designed a new currency.
Yeah, if you're
but
smart
makes me
enough,
wonder if they'll use it. You know,
if
and-
you're smart enough, there are people that are actually using Chat GPT and moonlighting, working on like Fiverr to do like side work, and they use Chat GPT. I can't even talk, to do some of that work. So essentially, you just sit back and let it manage it for you, and they get paid for
And then you
doing no
proofread
work whatsoever. So,
And you
but
gotta proofread
I think that's going to kind of
Yeah.
like go away as more people begin to do it. So, you know, just let you guys know, if you want to make some extra money, yeah, you could do that.
Fancy Pants, is that on a Lincoln cent? 84D, what's the denomination on that? 84D, there's only one Mitmark style for a Lincoln cent. But they can look different. Die wear, all kinds of things. Machine doubling, all kinds of things can cause. can cause a mint mark to look different.
Yeah, you too, Scott. Thanks for coming by.
Bye, Scott. Thanks a lot. Thanks
Bye,
for
Scott.
coming.
So Keith is saying, if I participate in a coin drop, any recommendation on what best to use? I'm assuming, is that a metal detecting thing?
I've never heard of it.
If they drop, I mean, I could see that if they're like, dropping coins for you to find or something. I don't know. And I don't know if we, Amanda, don't you have some metal detecting
She
equipment?
knows about metal detecting, yeah.
Yeah,
Have
I
you ever
don't know
heard of it?
about coin drops though. I mean, some people will drop coins on the ground when they first get a detector.
To test the settings.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, putting coins back in circulation.
Wheat cents, buffaloes.
Yeah. Something that's classic.
Indian pennies.
Yeah, Indian head cents. Ike dollars. Spend some Ike dollars. Not that they'll get them back. They probably won't get them back in change, but
Right. Well, I'll tell you, I bought $300 worth of Ike dollars just to go through and look, and I got a few, of the different small varieties, but I didn't have any rolls to take them back to my bank, and they insist that you have everything rolled. So for about 3 months, it was my tipping at Starbucks, and I bought gas with it at Walmart. I just,
perfect.
throwing them back in there. So.
You know what's funny? My bank won't even accept them.
Really?
Nope.
Wow.
They won't even
Crazy.
accept them.
Like even
Which
rolled
is
up,
why.
Adam?
It's a bank. What?
Even rolled up?
I think if they're rolled up, they probably will. But I tried to. I have I think 15 of them, and I was like, well, I just want to get rid of these. So I took them to the bank, and they're like, yeah, we don't have anywhere to put them. So I was like, well, and you can't put them in the counting machine either. It won't take them, which is just odd to me.
You mean like a Coinstar or something?
Like the the machines at the bank in the lobby where you bring your thing in and you dump it in the. It won't accept them. It will just kick them out.
That's crazy.
No, John, you can name any channel. We're not in competition with anybody. We're not in competition with anybody. You can name the name. He said a channel used Chat GPT for coin info. Has a video on someone using Chat. I don't know how that would. I mean, I guess it'd be okay, but I wouldn't use it as your only source of information. I would double check any info.
Yeah, you got to proofread it because I guess there's some errors in it still. It's not exactly
Yeah.
And if you just not check it, you might put something out that you might regret later.
So when they're saying Chat GPT, does that mean you're talking to it?
I don't even know what that is.
No. You just essentially you go in and you type what you just type what you wanted to talk about. Like
Chat GPT is a program.
Yeah, it's
a program that you could, or it's a website that you could go to.
So if you said Susan B. Anthony Dollar, it would go find information and put something together for you.
Very possible. I think Shay discussed using it at one point. So.
Oh, Daniel did? Oh, okay. I'll have to go watch that.
Well, he's like one of the guys that's trying to pioneer AI for coin grading anyways, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'll have to go see that. I'll have to go. I'll ask it all kinds of questions. Wonder how it would do on error coins and stuff.
Paula, it's pretty amazing. I watched some people use it, and I was just shocked how advanced.
What does it do? Where does it get its information? It's not all programmed.
It takes it from the internet. It just takes it from multiple sources, and it'll write, like they said, it'll do like bank contracts. It'll write bank contracts for you. It'll do like a lot of lawyers are using it to write like legal forms and stuff. It's pretty crazy how what it can do. Definitely, if you're invest in some NVIDIA stock, because I think that's where a lot of it's coming from. That they're gonna That's going to take off. I
Only
think.
up to date to 2021. Oh, okay.
I'm wondering if there was an error on the 42 Mercury dime on the S Mint. So there's probably a lot of errors,
There can be errors on
kinds.
anything.
But if you're talking about varieties, isn't there a? I'm sure. I think there's a good repunch mint mark on there and FS variety or something.
42S.
Well, let's look at, let's see, 42S. There's no.
I know on 43S there's a good RPM.
Yeah,
Oh, is
43.
it 43? I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's got to be RPMs because there's no DDRs or GDOs.
40P, 42P, and D are the ones that have
Yeah.
varieties.
Yeah, I know the P does. Well, yeah, I know the D does too. 2/1. There's a lot of RPMs. Doesn't look like there's any cherry pickers varieties, but there's a lot of RPMs for the 42S. I'll put the link in the chat.
Thank you, James. He said, "Thanks for answering my questions. You're great to have a Q&A. Awesome.
Oh,
Thank you for the kind words."
We love doing this. Gave some erroneous info, but we have corrected it. It acknowledged. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to go watch Daniel's video.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't see that one.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anything. But I swear it sounds like there's somebody walking on my roof.
You having storms?
My son. I hear his big boots.
Oh, wow. Okay, I think we're caught up for the most part. Gonna beat him up. Let's see. Minnesota. Sean, I recently watched a video where you were displaying dime that was missing a clad layer obverse side, copper nickel. Can that happen on a quarter as well, both reverse and obverse?
It can. It's rare. It will be very weak. The strike will be very weak if it's missing both clad layers.
Yeah, it'll be underweight and it'll be a thin planchet as well.
And sometimes we've been seeing some quarters that look like they're like over annealed, so they're kind of darker than what a normal quarter would be, but it's not because they're missing their clad layer. So, keep an eye out for that.
And sometimes when they're really improperly annealed, heated way too much, the copper will actually migrate up to the surface. But be wary because coins, quarters, dimes, clad quarters, clad dimes that are in the ground for a long time can also come out copper, looking copper.
42S does have the inverted mint mark. That may be what I was thinking of. That's up
On
there.
the dime?
I would think so. Bobby Stone says, "Can someone tell me what these are worth? I have 1960 to 1969 in incomplete rolls with the mint marks in pennies. They are all from the mint, still in original wrappers from the 60s.
Who said there's a 42S inverted?
So, Eric, EMR coins.
Where are you seeing that, Eric?
So I would say some of those years would probably, you could probably sell them for more, like the 60Ds and stuff like that, because there's a lot of varieties on those. The 69, if you had the 69S, you might be able to sell those for something because there's a huge double die on that one.
There is a 42S inverted. That's a die variety.
Where is that found?
FS 501 on PCGS.
Well, it's not listed on the.
It's listed on PCGS. It's on here.
No, it's not listed on Variety Vista.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if Wexler has
Yeah,
it.
and that here, to be honest, that variety is tough to. I think sometimes it's tough to determine which one you have.
And yes, William, you can send us pictures of your Canadian coins, and we will definitely look into what we can. Or if you know what they are, we can show them off. That's fine.
Okay, so IMM listings. Mercury dime, 42S. Will vary on the different working dies. Will vary on the different work. There's interesting because limited number IMM there will be. Let's just see what the list goes down in. Interesting. I wonder why that's not listed on Variety Vista. Mint mark. Let me look under mint mark styles. I don't know. Riser Treasure Hunting Emporium. Are you lost? Good to see you. How are you? Oh my gosh. I've seen the risers in forever.
Nice. Jimmy's asking if that his coin shop has a box of Mercury dimes and they want $350 each. Is that pricey? So I would say maybe, well, I don't know. If
that's high. I can tell you that.
If they're like, you know, basically your scrap junk silver. I don't know. My coin shop's selling it for like 22 times face, so that'd be like $220. So that sounds a bit pricey. Unless they're just, if they're nice, then that may be a different story. But I wouldn't buy junk silver that high. I don't.
Yeah, there's no comparison to just good old fashioned 999 fine silver.
Clad layer and a quarter wear out. Has one side clad is missing, not sure if it's an error or just damage. Not typically. Typically, it's not going to wear so much that the whole clad layer is going to come off. But you can send us a picture.
There have been people that have attempted to remove clad layers. So
with acid, they can, yeah, I mean, acid will do it.
Is that high?
Charlie, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad you popped in. I don't know if you're still here, but I miss Riser Treasure Hunting program. Don't you miss it, Amanda? I don't know if you were around, Shannon. Were you around when the Risers did their things?
No, I don't think I
much
was.
fun. They were so much fun. Oh my gosh. They used to come on, they do little historical things and
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
I miss you.
Well, I could always go back and watch if they've got their stuff up.
Do you still have your videos up? I probably does. I should go watch those. They were so much fun. Oh my gosh. I miss it. Or we watched like old movies and yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, anyway.
25 cents a piece for war nickels. That's fine, Jimmy.
Seems like our questions are slowing down, so maybe it's time to get out of here because I'm hungry. Probably. I'm getting hangry.
Oh, Silver Stacker in Training bought a bunch of junk silver and plans another video this week. We can't wait to.
Yay!
Hey, I have your bell rung.
Have your bell rung.
You should go live sometime.
Maybe we should have a guest on our show to talk about some of his stuff.
His stuff. He's got good stuff.
He does have good
stuff. Make
you
drool.
He does have good stuff.
Well, I'm going to play our little goodbye thing. I'm not going to play our ANA thing tonight because I'm tired and I'm hungry and it takes too long. And I want to redo it anyway. So anybody have anything, any parting thoughts? Keep an eye out for Sean's video on his Friday night sales that he's going to be having.
Yeah, and look out for 2023 coins. Get them while they're hot. Well,
apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Tell your friends. Our email is pinned at the top. We have a video. If you have questions on our guidelines for submissions, we have a video about it. Michael Kittle, have fun in Hawaii. I'm super jealous. Tell your sissy I said hi.
Mai Tais on the beach.
My tie's on the beach. All right,
What's your
everybody.
tie doing on the beach?
I don't know. I don't know how to tie them.
Yeah, your tie is supposed to be hanging on the doorknob of your hotel.
It might be.
So I've been told.
So I've been told.
So I've been told.
Thanks, everybody, for coming. We appreciate you guys so much.
Yep. Thanks for hanging
Bye.
out. See
Good
you
night,
guys.
everybody.